Hey, Maximizers! Welcome to my life. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach, and I help product-based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. So they do not have to hire influencers or run paid ads to make sales in their business. I have been creating content since 2018. Thank you so much for those likes and those gifts. I started off teaching women how to coupon. I started teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to meal plan. When I started my YouTube channel in 2018, I had been couponing for 10 years. Today, I've been couponing for 17 years, which is absolutely insane. So I started with what I knew, and what I knew was I can teach people how to save money. So let me do that. So I started creating content around that. 2 years into that, my clients were like, hey, Crystal, can you teach us how to start a YouTube channel? There's a pandemic. Can you teach us how to start businesses so that we can make money so that we don't have to work at our 9 to 5s forever? And I was like, okay. So in 2020, I accidentally became a business coach. Wasn't my goal, wasn't my intention. I wasn't even thinking about business coaching, but I accidentally became a business coach in 2020. And you want to know what happened? I fell absolutely in love with helping women make money. Why? Because nothing bad happens when women make more money. Good things happen in the world when women make more money. And for 3 years, I did both. So from 2020 through the end of 2023, going into the first 2 months of 2024, I did both. I was making couponing content. I was helping women budget. I was running my money saving academy. And then behind the scenes, I was helping women take the ideas from their brains and turn it into a business. I was helping women create a YouTube channel. I was helping women come up with a product or service that they wanted to sell to help solve a problem. And I fell in love with being a business coach. Fell in love. Now, toward the end of 2023, my life fell apart. And I made this big decision because I had been fighting with myself, because one thing that I've learned as a business owner, it takes a lot of can I talk? It takes a lot of energy to split your interests. I realized that I was trying to do too much. And I had an audience that was super fixated on saving money, budgeting, meal planning, scrimping to save. And I wanted to speak to an audience who wanted to change their mindset and figure out a way to make money doing something they enjoyed and make more money outside of their 9 to 5. And I realized the way that I was showing up on social media, I couldn't get what I wanted if I kept doing it. So in 2023, I struggled, but I made the decision that I want to be a business coach because nothing bad happens when women make more money. So I decided that I'm going to be a business coach. At the beginning of 2024, I shut down my couponing business. I let go of thousands of dollars of monthly recurring revenue. I let go a lot of clients, like more than 50 clients, I let go. And I went down to a literal handful of clients. And I said, I'm a business coach and I'm going to get started. Well, because my life fell apart in the end of 2023 and I ended an engagement, I fell into a very deep depression and I was not able to show up and sell in the way that I typically do. So my plan was to rebuild my business in the sense of like getting more business clients and then let go of my couponing clients. That ain't happen. That ain't happen at all. So I was down to a handful of clients. I was not making money. I was depressed. I was at my mom's house. And it took me most of 2024 to get out of that depression, like to grieve the loss of like the business I thought I was going to have, like as a coupon coach, and grieve the life that I thought I was going to have with this person. It took a lot out of me. That's why I was like, my life fell apart in 2023. Like so much stuff changed. But I took the time in 2024 and baby, I came back in September of 2024, like feeling refreshed. I got consistent. But then you know what else happened? I was like, you ain't special. Like, you're just a business coach like everybody else. Like, what is your secret sauce? Like, what makes you stand out? Like, what do you do really well for your clients? The answer to that question was content. I did my research and I realized, hmm, I'm a content machine. I've posted over 2,000 videos on the internet, mostly on YouTube. I have 2 YouTube channels. I forgot to say I started a second YouTube channel. I've gone live over 1,000 times since 2019. As a result of all of that content, I've made close to $400,000 on the internet. In 6 years, I made close to $400,000. I've done 4-figure and 5-figure brand deals. Like a brand paid me over $35,000 to work with them. That's one brand. I've gotten one brand to pay me $4,500 for one YouTube video and one TikTok. Almost $5,000. I've been able to make over $30,000 from Google AdSense on my monetized YouTube channel. I've been able to make money from affiliates, but most importantly, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars selling my coaching, my one-on-one, my group, my memberships, my workshops, my boot camps. I don't sell courses and ebooks. I sold one course in my life. I made $1,000. Haven't sold a course since then. I sell coaching, but I've been able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you want to know how I made it? Content. I wouldn't have made money from YouTube without content. I wouldn't have been able to sell my classes without content. I would not be able to get brand deals without content. All of my brand deals came to me. I've never reached out to a brand for a collaboration. The brands always reached out to me. Why? Because of my content. So I said, you know what? You're a content coach. I looked at my clients. What have I helped my clients with the most? Content and sales from their content. If I can help my 60-year-old mother create Instagram reels and get brand new clients, you can create content and get sales. I took a boutique client who made $0.00 for 90 days to making $1,000. She made $980. That's $1,000 in 1 month after going live and posting content and posting in her stories. If they can do it, anybody can do it. So I said, I'm a content coach. So after yapping for the past 8 minutes, I'm here to tell you I'm a content coach and I help product-based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. The key to all of this is being consistent. So I would like to know who's here. Can you let me know in the comments, number one, where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country are you watching from? And what is your business? What do you sell? Let us know in the comments. Where are you watching from? What's your business? What do you sell? I'd love to know who's here. Because tonight, I want to go a little deep with y'all in my live. I want to chat it up with y'all in my live. If you're enjoying my live so far on TikTok, if you can tap the screen, that will really help TikTok share my live. Tap the screen if you're enjoying the live so far on TikTok. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what your business is. Because tonight, I'm going to talk about 10 business lessons to help you grow your business. 10 business lessons that I've learned, 10 business things that I've done in the past 7 years to help me grow my business. And 10 things that you can do to help you grow your business no matter at what stage you're in. So I see a bunch of people watching on YouTube. Welcome, YouTube and Facebook. Welcome, welcome. Don't be shy, y'all. I love to hear from y'all. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what your business is. I'm watching from Orlando, Florida. I always tell y'all the temperature for some reason. It's 63 degrees. It's been raining. I went out to get myself food and then that's it. I came back in because I am traveling on Wednesday and I did not buy food to cook because I ain't going to be here to eat it. I'm going to be gone. So where are you watching from and what is your business? Don't be shy. I'd love to know who is here. And we're going to dig into 10 business lessons that I've learned in the past 10 years that can help you grow your business. Cutie Faye says, I have a 3D printing business making cute accessories from North Carolina. Welcome, Cutie Faye. What are your top 3 accessories that you make? What are your top 3 accessories? I'd love to know what they are down in the comments, okay? I would love to know your top 3 accessories that you make down in the comments. And thank you so much for sharing. Anyone else, where are you watching from and what is your business? What do you sell? I want to dig into these lessons. I realized that when I started my business, I knew a lot about couponing. I didn't know jack crap about running an online business and not like an online like service business. My first serious side hustle, I was recruiting nurses, and it wasn't my own thing. I was working through like a platform where they like provided a lot of stuff. But this was the first time where I created a business from scratch, like as an adult. And I didn't know jack's crap about running a business. So I want to share some of these lessons to really help you if you're in that place of like, you know your industry, you know your product, you know your business, but you are not sure how to run a business. You're not sure how to get the most results that you desire from your business. And also, you don't know what you don't know. I didn't learn a lot until I started going to conferences, in person events, and when I hired my business coach at the end of 2019, blew my mind. Like I learned so much. So, my first lesson that I learned, let your fear fuel you. Do it scared. My top 3 are headphone accessories. Oh, cool. Let your fear fuel you and do it scared. I want you to put a number 1 on the chat if you haven't started your business or you haven't done something in your business because you're scared. I want you to put a number 1 in the chat if you are frozen with fear, meaning you're so scared you're not making progress. It could be something as simple. You're not posting the content. You're not selling the product. You're not raising your prices. You're not going live. You're not showing up on your stories. You didn't start the business at all. Like you are so scared that you're not doing it. I want you to put a number 1 in the chat if you've been scared not to do something. Scared. Like, I'm so scared. I don't know. I'm just not going to do it. Hey, Cece, how are you? Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much for joining. We're talking about business lessons to help you grow. And I'm asking if you've ever not done something in your business because you're scared. I want you to put a number 1 in the chat. Oh, I started. I just haven't been posting content much. Understood. You're not being consistent. And it could be out of a lack of being scared. So one thing I learned is that you have to do it even when you're scared. You have to do it even when you don't know what to do. You have to do it if it's in a desire of your heart. It's worse for you to not do it and always have that what if, like, what if I tried? What if it worked? What if it went well? A lot of times, not a lot of times, most times we default to negative. For some reason, our brain does not allow us to see the good first. We always see the negative first. So let's just talk about starting the business. I knew since I was a kid that I wanted to start a business. I didn't know what that business was going to be. I didn't know what that business was going to look like. 20 damn years passed. I've known I wanted to have a business since I was like 8 or 9 years old. I didn't start Chris the Maximizer until I was 28, almost 29. Okay. I let almost 20 years pass because I was literally scared. I didn't know what kind of business to start. I didn't know how to start. I was scared to ask. I was scared to go off the beaten path. Go to high school, go to college, get a job. That was drilled into me. Starting a business was not something that I thought that I should be doing. I should do things the right way, live in the white man's America, and that's how I'm going to rise to the top. I was scared to start. I also was scared when I started Chris the Maximizer because I felt this unrest inside of me. Like God made me so uncomfortable that I had to start the business. Like I've always been and still am a very hard worker. Whatever job I'm doing, I'm the best at the job that I'm doing. My Instacart reviews, top tier, amazing. Shipped, I just started doing Shipped, which is kind of like Instacart. Like over half of my customers that I shop for make me their preferred shopper. So if I shop for 25 people, 10 of them have said, hey, I want her to be my preferred shopper, right? Like in my business, my clients love me. Oh my gosh, you've been so helpful. Like no matter what job I'm doing, I'm always the best at the job, right? I was so scared because I was like, I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do. When I started Chris the Maximizer, I did not know anything about YouTube. I took a week off of social media. I closed down my recruiting business and I said to the Lord, if money was no option, what should I do? And he said couponing. And I was like, I tried to sell couponing classes in 2015. Didn't go well. Negative thought. No one's going to pay me to teach them how to coupon. I can't make money from couponing. Few more days pass. I'm like, God, if money was no option, what should I do? He said couponing. And I said, bruh, no one's going to pay me for that. Give me a real idea. A few more days pass. And I said, you know what? People make money from YouTube. I don't know how YouTube works. I don't know anything about recording videos. I don't know anything about editing. I don't know anything about anything. But we gonna go to CVS, Walgreens, and Publix. I'm gonna pull out my work phone, which is an iPhone 6 at the time, and I'm just gonna record the content. And at that point, I had nothing to lose. I closed down my recruiting business and I was scared to death. Put a number 1 in the chat if you were scared at a point in your life, but you did it anyway. If you were scared of doing something, but you did it anyway. When I say that I was so scared, because I was like, I'm going to put myself on the internet. The only person that's going to watch these videos is my mother and my sister and some of my aunties. Like, no one's going to watch these videos. It's not going to work. And most importantly, YouTube ain't going to pay me no money. So I remember telling my sister, I said, I'm going to post for a year, see if I can figure something out. Most importantly, see if I can make some money, because I got to leave this 9 to 5. Like, I knew that I was not cut out for long-term 9 to 5. So I said I was going to post for a year and make money. I started my YouTube channel scared. My first videos are horrendous. Like, I didn't know anything about a thumbnail. I didn't even know you're supposed to turn your phone horizontally to record for YouTube. I didn't know anything about thumbnail, description box, title, hashtags, SEO. I knew nothing. I recorded these videos so close to the camera, did not edit them, and I posted my first 3 videos. A few people watched them. I shared it on my Facebook. I told people on Instagram, like, y'all been begging me to teach y'all how to coupon. I made some videos, okay? And I posted every single week. What I learned is on YouTube, in order to make money from your videos, and you make money on YouTube when people watch the ads. So if you like YouTubers, your favorite YouTubers, and an ad pops up, watch it for at least 30 seconds. That is how you make money on YouTube as a content creator, directly from the platform. When someone watches the ads, that's how you get paid. So I said, okay, in order to get to there, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So I said to my sister, we're going to give it a year. We can get 1,000 people in a year. That's like 85, 90 people a month. Like, we can get 100 in a year. 12 months. I said the 4,000 hours, that's a lot of hours. I started my channel August 19th, 2018. I hit 1,000 subscribers in October. 3 months. I hit the watch time in November. 4 months. I was qualified to be monetized in December. 5 months. I got my first YouTube check in January. 6 months. I made $342 from that first YouTube check. When I got that first YouTube check, and that first check was actually a paper check. I wonder if I kept it. It was a paper check. I said, I can make money posting videos on the internet. I can get paid to talk on the internet about something that I've been doing for 10, 11 years. I got to quit this job. If I can make $342 in 2 weeks the fear left me that day. Up until that point, I had been scared. I had been scared that it wasn't going to work. I wasn't going to make money. I wasn't going to grow. I was wasting my time. I was going to be stuck in my 9 to 5. When I say I was losing my mind, I was so scared that it wasn't going to work. We always default to negative. I never even thought, until I got that first check 6 months in, I never thought, damn, what if it goes well? What if I make a whole bunch of money from the internet? What if I can quit my job? I didn't even think that until I got that check. But those 6 months leading up to that got me to that point. I was scared, but I did it anyway. I didn't know what I was doing, but I did it anyway. Every week I learned something new about YouTube. I learned about the thumbnails. I learned about the description box. I learned about turning my camera. I learned about editing. I didn't buy a course. I didn't buy a class. I figured out YouTube on my own. And I figured out YouTube on my own. And I was flabbergasted. What I know today, Crystal today knows, God made me start with couponing to get me to the content coach that I am today. Sometimes you have to start somewhere different to end up where you need to be. But I started with couponing because I was an expert. I've been doing it for 10 years. I'd saved tens of thousands of dollars couponing. I don't pay full price for any of that stuff. Are you kidding me? I'm not paying full price for that. Even to this day, I'm not paying full price for that. I still coupon. I just don't post it all the time. I was so scared I was in my own way. I was so scared that no one would pay me. I was in my own way. I've made over $100,000 selling my couponing membership. People paid me to teach them how to coupon. People pay to talk to me. Now I get paid thousands of dollars to talk to people, but I had to start over there. I let my fear fuel me. And I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? I stay at a 9 to 5. I'm already at a 9 to 5. I hustled my ass off, even though I was scared, even though I didn't know. So lesson number 1, do it scared and just pivot. So in 2023, when I was scared of being called a sellout, I was scared of being called inauthentic because couponing built me and now I'm switching niches. Like, I was scared of being called a fraud. I was scared of like what my audience would think about me. I was scared that I could not sell high ticket coaching. I was scared. But I said, you know what? This is in my heart. This is how I want to help women. I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. And it did not happen immediately. Damn near 18 months, because I made this decision like mid 2023. I really didn't start seeing the fruits of my labor until the end of 2024. September 2024, I started signing regular clients again. So since September, I've signed new clients every single month. I hadn't signed a new client since like January of 2024. I think I had 1 or 2 random clients between January and September. I signed maybe 2 or 3 clients, maybe. But from September to today, I've been signing new clients every single month without fail. I was scared and I did it anyway. I was scared and I showed up. And now there's other things in my business that I'm scared of. I'm not scared of like starting. I'm not scared of showing up on social media. None of that scares me. Bigger things in my business scare me, right? But let the fear fuel you and do it if you're scared. If this makes sense, tap on the screen on TikTok. The likes really help me. If this makes sense on YouTube, please drop a yes in the comments. If this makes sense on Instagram, please drop a yes in the comments. Let the fear fuel you and do it scared. Do it scared. That's business lesson number 1. Do it scared. Thank you so much for that, Rose. Do it scared. Do it scared. Okay. Second, this is kind of along the lines of doing it scared. Okay. You're welcome, Patricia. Thank you so much for joining. Again, if this is helpful, if this makes sense, tap the screen on TikTok. Yvette says, amen. Yes, amen. The second lesson that I've learned, and the second lesson that can help you, I learned this after investing $6,000 to hire my first business coach. I had joined other programs before this. Nothing got me together like the $6,000 6-month program that I bought from my first business coach. Baby, the lesson is mindset is everything. The thoughts that you think become the actions that you take. The actions that you take become your reality. Along with the scared, along with the fear. Thank you so much for the gifts. If you think negative thoughts, you get negative shit. If you think bad things are going to happen to you. Hey, Miss Izzy, how are you doing? I'm sharing 10 lessons that'll help you grow your business, okay? The first one was do it scared. Get the ball rolling. The second one is mindset is everything. If you are negative, you're going to get negative. You are literally manifesting and asking the good Lord in the universe to give you the negative stuff. If you are constantly thinking, it's going to go bad, it's going to go bad, it's going to go bad, nothing good happens to me, I can't do this, I won't do this, I'm not good enough, you start to believe that. You low-key have to trick yourself and damn near gaslight yourself into believing that, like, I can do anything. Whew! Mindset is everything. Talk nice to yourself. My journal is always an arm's length reach away from me. My business coach, shout out to her. When I got to her, I did not realize how negative that I was. I was a negative Nancy. I was a glass half full or glass half empty kind of girl. And I had to seriously shift my beliefs. I did not believe in myself. I don't know why, because I'm really good at a lot of things, but I did not have the belief. But more importantly, I was always thinking the worst case scenario first. I agree, mindset is everything. It is. I was thinking the worst case scenario first. So in her program, I learned about journaling. Now, ironically, I had always kept some sort of journal. I had a business, not a business journal. I had a work journal when I was in my 9 to 5. I've always had a diary that I would write my thoughts in, but it wasn't something that I was really intentional about when it came to business. But she really shared like certain prompts and certain ways of thinking that helped me realize I'm mad negative. And if I want my situation to change, if I want my business to change, I need to be positive. So one thing that I learned from her, which is so basic, but I never really applied it, was write down all your negative feelings. Like you have to say the negative things. You have to say the things that are holding you back. All right? So write down all the negative, every negative thought that you are feeling. And then on the other side, write why that is not true. Write the positive evidence to show you that it's possible. For example, you're thinking in your head, I can't start my business because I don't know how to start. On the other side, Black women start businesses every single day. Look at Natural 85. She started a business and it's successful. Look at Mayel Organics. What's her name? Something Rodriguez. She started this business as a nurse and she made it in her kitchen and then she sold it off to a big company. If she can start a business, so can I. All you need is 1 ounce of proof. That little thing completely changed my thinking, but it wasn't overnight. It took me years to go from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. When I was really on my stuff and I was making the most money and I was the happiest in my life and my business, I journaled every single day without fail. I got the nasty thoughts out of my head at the beginning of the day. So going through the day, I'm like, I'm that girl. Like, I can do this. Like, there's no issues. The negative thoughts aren't holding me back. I also learned how to consciously reframe my negative thoughts into positive thoughts. I'm going to give you a small example. There's only one person watching me on Instagram right now. One person decided to take her time and watch my Instagram live. I only need to sign 1 to 2 clients per month to meet my income goals. So what if the one person that's watching on Instagram is my next client? Do you see how I took this negative, only one person is watching me on Instagram, to a positive? If this makes sense, type yes in the comments. If you're on TikTok, tap the screen. Also, only one person is watching on Instagram. On average, your Instagram live replays get 50 to 100 views. So although one person is watching in real time, 50 to 100 people are going to watch this on your feed. Again, you only need to sign 1 to 2 clients a month to meet your income goal. One of those people that are watching the replay could be your next client. It took me years to do this. I used to have to like write it down and really think about it. Now, the moment a negative thought creeps into my mind, I switch it to positive. I switch it to positive and I'm like, okay, this is bad. This is not so good. But how can I see the positive in it? Me and my sister were talking. My sister is a flight attendant that is going to school to be a pilot. And I'm telling her business, so hopefully she'll be okay with this. Well, she makes TikToks and YouTube videos about it, so I'm not sharing nothing that's not public knowledge. She had to do like a lesson, and that lesson would clear her to be able to solo, meaning she could fly the plane by herself. That lesson, that check that she did, didn't go so well. Okay. So she was having a breakdown. I let her have her meltdown. Then I said, well, let's look at this in the positive. What are the positive sides of this? You get more practice. You're going to be really well prepared. You know exactly what you need to work on. You're going to be prepared the next time you have to do this check. You're going to be so prepared when you get to solo with no issues. Now, after she had her moment, because we are allowed to feel our feelings, you are allowed to have a moment. You can't stay in that negative moment. You can't stay down in the dumps. So afterwards, she was like, thank you, sister. Like, I needed the positive perspective. And it was probably the next day. Like, she wasn't trying to hear it in the moment. Sis was mad. And I understand when you got something in your mind that you're going to do and it doesn't work out the way you want it, like, she was mad. But the next day, she was like, you know what, sister, thank you. I needed to see the positive in that. I do something, and I like to call it being disgustingly positive. Like, so positive, it makes me sick. Now, when I'm in traffic, I don't even sweat. You know what? There's probably a reason why God wanted me to be sitting right here. Let me listen to this podcast. Let me listen to this music. Let me listen to a message from one of my clients. I will listen to a Voxer message while I'm driving. Okay. I may not respond, but at least I can listen to it once, then listen to it twice. And then when I'm not driving, respond back and give them some good feedback, right? There's a reason I'm sitting here. Okay. And then also I could tell myself, if I want to avoid traffic or making myself late next time, I need to leave 15 minutes earlier. Reframe them negatives into positives. If you are always thinking negative thoughts about your business, let's talk about business for a second. If you're always thinking, no one's going to buy from me, no one's going to follow me, no one's going to see my content, I'm nothing if I don't go viral. Why am I not going viral? Like, you're constantly thinking about the negative. Your business is not going to prosper. It's not. You have to change your mindset, talk nice to yourself, reframe the negatives to a positive. My journal, I journal every morning. I have a prompt I'm going to share with y'all. I made this kind of up myself. I took parts of journaling that I've learned from multiple different coaches, and I made my own 5 prompts that I do every morning. This helps to clear my brain of all the negative gunk and gives me the best start to the day. Now, if you're new here, I be cussing. I cuss. I love the Lord, but I also cuss. So if you don't like cussing, get off this live because I have some cuss words that are about to come out, okay? So the acronym that I use to journal every day is called GFURG. G-F-U-R-G. GFURG. The first G stands for grateful. And if you're just starting to do this, you need 10 in each. 10 in each. So every day, what are you grateful for? 10 things that you are grateful for every day. Keep writing until you get 10. Do not skate. In the beginning, you need more. Some days now I do like 4 or 5. In the beginning, the first like year and a half, I always do 10. When I'm really feeling it, your girl will do 20. 10 things that you are grateful for. Okay. And the way you want to do this, I'm going to give you an example because I don't got my whiteboard. G, F, U, and then R, G. You kind of want your paper to be like this. Actually, I lied. That's not the way you want to do it. Hold the line. You want it to be like this. G, F, U, R, G. This is more how I do it every day. Okay. So first G at the top, what you're grateful for, write 10 things. Okay. Then split the first half of your paper, well, most of it, split it in half. And I want you to write your fears. Every negative thought that you have for the day. What are you scared of? What are you worried about? What's not working? What are you wishing will happen, but you think it won't? All your fears, all the negative thoughts that you have for the day, I want you to write all 10. The F is for fear. So grateful, fears. The U, untrue. I want you to write why every single one of your fears is untrue. For example, a fear. I'm not making sales. Why is that untrue? You signed a paying full new client last week, and you signed a painful new client in January. You had some people in your boot camp. You had 2 or 3 people buy a strategy session. I'm making sales. I'm not making 20 sales, but I just counted like 6 or 7 sales in the past 6 weeks. It's untrue because you've made sales. It's also untrue if you go back and look at your lifetime of your business. Sometimes we think about just today, this month, this year. If I look in the lifetime of my business, I've made almost $400,000. So I do make sales. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Tap the screen on TikTok if this makes sense. Yes in the comments everywhere else if this makes sense. Okay. So write down your fears, 10, and 10 reasons why your fears are untrue. So go line by line. I don't make sales. Why that's untrue. I'm not a good coach. Why that's not true. I'm not consistent on social media. Why that's not true. Even if you find evidence that someone's else, well, Coach Chris is consistent on social media. If she can be consistent, I can be consistent. Such and such started a candle business. If they can start a candle business, I can start a candle business. Even if you got to find evidence from somebody else, find the positive evidence for why your fear is untrue. Get it out of here. This R, I want you to rewrite your story as if what you want, you already have. Let's just say your goal for the month is to make $1,000 and your products are $20. So you need to make 50 sales. Your goal for the month is to make $1,000 and you need to sell 50 products. So starting on February 1st, you would write in the rewrite, oh my goodness, February was amazing. I sold 50 products and I hit my $1,000 goal. I celebrated by going on a date night with my man, or I celebrated by getting margaritas with my sister. It was an epic February. I posted every single week on social media 4 times a week. I went live 2 times and people actually were in the comments engaging with me. February was amazing. I am so happy that I showed up for myself. I'm so happy that I sold 50 products and I can't wait to do it again in March. Every day, rewrite your story. The next day, oh my goodness, I sold 50 products and I hit my $1,000 goal. I'm so proud of myself for showing up consistently on social media. I planned my content for the month in January. I scheduled it out in February. So I posted every single week in February. I was on my shit for the whole month. I made my money. I made my sales. I can't wait for March. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Every single day, rewrite your story as if what you want, you already have it today. I want to tell y'all this without saying all of it. Everything that I have been writing as my rewrite for the past like 4 months has been happening. Even when I don't see the sales, even when I don't see the clients, even when I don't see the money, I've been writing. I signed X clients. I made X amount of dollars. I paid all my bills by this day. I had enough for this. I was able to do this. I went live this many times. I got this many subscribers. This many people joined my email list. I've been getting everything that I want. Now, it may not look like the way that I thought it was going to come, but I've been getting everything that I want. My belief in myself is getting so much deeper because I truly believe everything that I want, I'm going to get. Why? Because I am consistently showing up and doing the work. Does this make sense? So the rewrite, why you got what you wanted already. So on February 1st, you're writing the greatest things about how your February was. Like you're manifesting it and you're seeing it before it happens. The last G, this is where the cussing comes in. The last G, good shit that can happen to me today. Good stuff that can happen to me today. Good things that can happen to me today. This is my right now today. Right? I sign a new client. 4 people subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm yapping right now, but I would love if I could get 4 new subscribers to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. If you can go right now to YouTube and subscribe to Build a Business with KRYS, it will help me get to 825 subscribers. It would make my day. My goal is to get 4 more subscribers today. Can you help a sister out? If you're not subscribed to me already, go subscribe right now. Okay. And if you want to go one up and be on my email list and get the direct link to subscribe, fill out the form. Get on my email list if you're not there already. It's free. Name, email, phone number. Good shit. I got 4 subscribers. I signed a client. I booked a sales call. On days when I gig work, I had all green lights. If my goal was to make $100 with my gig work, I made $100 in 4 hours and I took my butt home, right? I was nice. I got nice customers today. Like whatever is the good stuff. Like we went to Disney and the wait times weren't too long. Whatever is the good stuff that you want to happen today, right now, you write that out. So I do this every morning. Again, what are you grateful for? What are your fears? Why your fears are not true? Rewrite your story as if what you want, you already got, and then good shit that can happen to you today. 10 things that can happen to you today. I can sleep for 8 hours. I can eat good. One of the times I did all my dishes. I washed my laundry because that's good things that can happen to me. It's good that I did my laundry. It's good that I did my dishes, right? That's the journaling prompts that I do every single day. And it helps me with my mindset. So lesson number 2, mindset is everything. Mindset is everything. Number 3, the third business lesson that will help you grow your business. Start an email list. You need an email list. If you are selling a product or service and you do not have an email list, you are leaving money and opportunity on the table. When I started my YouTube channel, I didn't know nothing about having an email list. If you have an Instagram, if you have a TikTok, if you have a YouTube, if you have Threads, if you have social media for your business and you do not have an email list, you are leaving money and opportunity on the table. You are. So what do you need to do? You need to start an email list. Why is an email list important? Number 1, we don't own our social media. As much as I love my social media, I don't own any of these platforms. So if they decide to get banned or taken away, I lose my followers, my DMs, I lose my content. I own my email list. So if any of these platforms go away, I can email my current, past, and future clients that are still on my email list. I can email them. People still buy from email every single day. Put a number 1 in the chat if you've recently bought from an email. Like in the past 30 days, if you've gotten an email, then you bought something, put a number 1 in the chat, myself included. I've gotten an email and I bought something. Okay? Email marketing is not dead. So you can have a direct connection to your ideal clients via email. Why would you not want to have that? Email is a great way to start a wait list. The way I teach launching is to build a wait list. So that way, if your products are live for people to buy, if your launch day is April 1st, April 1st is not the first day people should be hearing about your new candles. You should start telling people about your candles on April 1st, April 10th, April 15th, and letting them know, sign up for my email wait list so you can be the first to buy on April 1st. So you spend 2, 3, 4 weeks building up your wait list. So on April 1st, people have their credit card in hand and they're ready to buy. You've been talking about the new candles. You've been sharing the prices, the scents, everything, the bundle options. So on April 1st, it's burning a hole in people's pockets to buy a candle from you. Okay? Build an email list. Start your email list. There's so many free email service providers. If you need help figuring out an email service provider, send me an email. Get on my email list. Send me an email. Okay. If you want to send me a DM, send me a DM. That's a little easier. DM me on TikTok or Instagram. I will tell you some free email service providers. I use Flowdesk. It's paid. You can get a free referral link for that, or you can start MailChimp or Kit completely freaking free. Start an email list. Build your own email list. You can do it for free. It does not have to cost you. If you're starting with zero, don't pay for an email list if you're starting with zero. Once you have a few hundred people, then you can look to see where you want to take your email list because you own it. So if you leave one platform to another, you download your people, you take them with you. Those are your leads. Those are your people. You need an email list. People buy from email. So when you have a sale, a promotion, an update, you can send an email. Okay. Hey, Leah, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for the gifts. You need an email list. I didn't start collecting emails until I had my YouTube channel for 8 or 9 months. And it was because I went to a conference in June and they were like, email list. And I was like, I had maybe 14, 15,000 subscribers at that point. No email list. I left so much money on the table. It's cool. You live and you learn. Won't ever in my life make that mistake again. Email list from day one. Like right now, if you're on TikTok and you are not on my email list, it's free. You get notified when I go live. You get notified when I post a new YouTube video. You get notified of my most up-to-date coaching offers. All of my coaching prices are going up effective March 1st. So if you want to work with me, get on my email list and you can be the first to know about my new offers. But then you can also know about my current offers at the current price point. And I do have payment plans for all of them. You can do Klarna, Affirm, Afterpay. Put that thing on 12 easy payments, okay? You want to make sure you're on my email list. It's for free. Why would you not? So just go ahead, fill it out, okay? That's lesson number 3. Get an email list. Have an email list, okay? Okay. Oh, I got 2 subscribers. I only need 2 more. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I know I'm saying a lot, but everything I'm asking you to do is free and to your benefit. Being on my email list benefits you, and subscribing to my YouTube channel benefits you. All free ways for you to get more content to grow your business, okay? Well, content, support, help, information on how to grow your business. So we need 2 more subscribers. And I posted a day in the life vlog today, okay? A day in the life of a business owner with 2 side hustles. It's my 5th one, I believe. Go watch it. I need to change the thumbnail. I always forget to change the thumbnail because it's literally me in the shower. So I will go do that after this. But anywho, lesson number 3, start an email list from day 1. Okay. Lesson number 4. Are you ready for lesson number 4? Be consistent in your business. Be consistent in your content. Consistency is the key. Not going viral. Consistency will change your life. I posted on YouTube for 5 years before I got my first viral video. My YouTube videos on average got around 10,000 views. On the high end, 15,000 views. I had one video hit 30,000 views in 5 years. I posted a how to coupon in 2023 video in December of 2022. The video took off in 2023 and 2024. That video has 200,000 views. I posted for damn near 5 years before I got a video to crack 30,000 views. And I only had one video ever hit that 30,000 views. Everything else was like 20,000 or less, typically in the 10 range. Took me 5 years of consistently posting. In the past 7 years, I've posted to my YouTube channel every single week, except for about 2.5 months when I had that crisis and I was like, I cannot, I need to take a break. So in 7 years, I've posted every single week on one of my YouTube channels, except for about, let's just call it 3 months out of 7 years. I've made close to $400,000. I've made sales. I make money every single month because I was consistent. If you are starting a business or growing a business, You have to show up every single week in your business as far as updating your products, shipping your products, making your products. And then on social media, as far as marketing, you got to build the know, like, and trust factor every single week with your audience. You have to nurture and engage with your audience every single week. You can't expect to show up once or twice a month and get sales. You are not Beyonce. Beyonce can do that because she put in 20 plus years of work to become that girl. Okay? You have to show up every single week. Most importantly for yourself, but if you want your business to go every single week, you should be working on your business. You should be working on your mindset. You should be posting content every single week. I teach my clients to plan their content for the month. When you plan your content for the month, it's ready to go. So in February, you're planning for March content. In March, you're planning for April. All of my content through the second week of May for my YouTube channel is recorded. All I got to do is edit it and schedule. My day in the life vlogs, I've recorded enough day in the life vlogs that I have enough day in the lives for the entire month of March. So what I'm recording now, I'm recording actually today. This is one of the last videos for March. Once I start recording tomorrow, those videos are going to be for April because I post 3 day in the lives a week and I record myself 3 to 4 times per week. Okay. So I cannot record for a week or two and still be 2 or 3 weeks ahead with my content. Does this make sense? Yes or no? I recorded like almost 10 videos before I started posting because I was like, I know I want to post 3 times a week. And it took me a little bit to get consistent. I posted 1, I posted 2, I posted 1. Then I was like, okay, I have enough to be consistent. I edited 4 day in the lives today, and they are currently sitting in the drafts and being scheduled on my social media platform. Consistency is key. You are not going to build your audience. You are not going to make sales if you are not consistently showing up. I will tell you this, that is one thing I've never lacked in my business was consistency. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show up every single week on social media. Right now in 2025, my main form of content is going live. I go live 16 times a month. Why? Because it's my favorite way to create content. It's my favorite way to engage with my audience. I hate editing. So if I go live, I don't got to edit. The replays go on my social media platforms as content. People watch my replays more than they join me live. So it's a win-win for me. I get everything that I want. You have to show up every single week. You cannot expect to get results if you are not consistent. You will not get the results that you desire if you are not consistent. If you are sitting around and waiting to go viral, you will not get the results that you desire in your business. It's not going to happen. You have to consistently show up every single week. Lesson number 5, share your story. I'm not telling you to get on Beyonce's internet and tell all your business. I'm telling you quite the opposite. Don't get on here and tell all your business. Unless you're trying to be Risa Tisa and tell your business, that's up to you. But as a business owner, if you have a product or service that you are selling, you want to tell your story as it relates to your business to let your audience know who you are. People need to know you, like you, and trust you in order to buy from you. If they don't know you, like you, and trust you, they're not going to buy from you. They need to know a little bit of your story. My story in 5 minutes. I always wanted to start a business, didn't know what that business was going to be. 2018, I started my YouTube channel teaching women how to coupon. Okay. Didn't know nothing about YouTube. My YouTube channel blew up in 6 months. 2020, I started teaching women how to start businesses, and I accidentally became a business coach. Okay. Did both for 3 years. Forgot to mention, I got fired from my 9 to 5 on my 1-year YouTube anniversary. Completely fired. 2023, I decided that I wanted to be a business coach. I started a second YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. Go subscribe. Build a Business with KRYS, because I wanted to help women start and grow businesses using social media. Thank you so much for that, Rose, right? If this is making sense and y'all like the content, just tap the screen. Totally free to give me a like. Let's see if I can get to over 1,000 likes. We're at 932 right now. If we get over to 1,000 likes, that will really help TikTok push this content out. So if you're liking the content, go ahead, tap the screen, please. I'd really appreciate that. So I started a brand new YouTube channel in 2023, and I was like, I'm going to be a business coach. Hey, Tanya, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate it. I started a brand new YouTube channel because I was like, I need a fresh audience. And then in 2024, I struggled to figure out like the type of business coach I wanted to be. At the end of 2024, I decided I'm a content coach with a focus on live. And now 2025, this is who you got. Chris the Maximizer, the content coach who focuses on helping you create consistent content that converts into consistent sales that includes a live strategy, right? I low-key feel like it would be really niche if I was like a live content coach. Ooh, talk about super niche, like where my whole thing is helping you come up with a live strategy to sell your products and services. That's super niche. I help you create consistent content that converts into consistent sales, and it includes going live. That's my specialty. Creating consistent content, planning your content for the month. I help you come up with your content topics. I help you come up with your content topics, your content outlines, your content stories. That's what I need to reposition and say it's all about the stories. I'm going to teach you how to create content that sells with stories. Am I coming up with a fresh niche for myself? I'm doing it right now, but I'm just not saying that I'm doing that. I help you create consistent content through storytelling that sells your products and services. Is TikTok where you sold your products? So I do not sell physical products. I sell coaching. I do not sell physical products. I sell memberships, or in the past, I don't have that right now. I've sold memberships. I sell currently workshops, boot camps, but my main product that I sell is one-on-one coaching. That's what I sell right now in 2025. In the past, where I made all of my money, memberships, workshops, boot camps, masterclasses. 90% of all of that was taught live. So you would pay and you'd come on a class with me, either on Zoom or on YouTube Unlisted or in a room, but mostly on Zoom. I taught my classes. So I currently get clients from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So I get my clients by going live, and I get my clients by creating content. So none of my products, my services are sold on a platform. My services are sold on my website. So I sell on social media, but my products are sold on my website. So if you go to KristenMaximizer.com right now and click on work with me, you can see what I have available. The best place for everyone to start working with me is to book a strategy session. So my 90-minute strategy session is going to help you create 30 days of content. So you're going to leave the 90-minute strategy session with your 30 days of content topics, all of your content outlines, so you know exactly what to say and or what stories you're telling in each piece of content. You're going to leave with what you're selling for the month and how to sell it on your content. You're also going to leave with a 30-day live strategy so that you can go live once a week and sell your products. And in that 90-minute session, I'm going to teach you how to position your product as a solution to the problem so that people will buy without saying why. I mean, people will buy without you saying buy. People will buy from your why, is what I was trying to say. So you'll leave that 90-minute session with 30 days of content not created, but planned out. All you'll have to do when you leave is go record and or voice over the content. You're going to have all your content ideas for the next 30 days. You're going to have all of your stories and your outline points for all of that content. You're going to have your calls to action for each piece of content, meaning what do people do after they watch your content? You're going to have your lives for the months already decided. What you're selling and how you're selling it is going to be clear. So my 90-minute strategy session is $249 and it's 90 minutes. So you leave with a Google Doc and the replay of your session, and payment plans are available. Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, whatever. The price of this strategy session goes up on March 1st. The price goes up on March 1st. So if you want to get it for $249, you have until February 28th, which is Friday. Friday. That's it. That's it. If you buy today, I'll give you a special bonus. Just because I'm feeling spicy, I will give you 1 week of Voxer access. Voxer access is when you can voice message and text me every single day with your questions. So for 7 days, I'm your coach. For 7 days, I'm in your pocket. So if you wake up with a question, message me. I respond within 24 hours. You wake up with a thought, message me. You wake up with a negative thought, message me. You wake up wanting to quit, message me. You wake up because you got 5 sales, message me. If you buy today before midnight Eastern Standard Time, I will give you 7 days of Voxer access. My current coaching to get Voxer is $1,500 for 6 months. I'm giving you 7 days of Voxer and a 90-minute coaching session if you want to buy today. That's only if you are serious and you're ready to create your content for the next 30 days. Like if you want to have all of your content prepared, ready to record for March, we can do it. You could buy your 90-minute session today, do it on Thursday or Friday. I don't have time on Wednesday, but you could do your session on Thursday or Friday and be ready to record your content. And by March 2nd or 3rd, have all your content ready to go for March and not have to worry about stressing about what I'm going to post, how I'm going to post it, whatever. Like you could literally have your March content done if that's what you like. So that's where I sell my products. And that's basically what I'm selling right now. That's really going to get you together. Okay. Okay. So share your story. Share your story was lesson number 5. And if you're interested in getting a strategy session, KristenMaximizer.com. KRYSTheMaximizer.com. It's linked in my profile. Literally in my profile, it says 90-minute strategy session. You can click that link and buy it. If you are on YouTube or Facebook, you can go to KristenMaximizer.com, click on work with me, click on strategy session. Again, Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm are activated. So you can break that baby up into 12 payments if you would like. Okay? Okay, cool. Next lesson, and let me know if you have any questions about the strategy sessions. But next lesson, trust your gut. Trust yourself to make decisions. Do not second guess yourself. You are making the best decision with the information that you have. If you have an off feeling, trust yourself. Don't second guess yourself. I've second guessed myself way too much in business and either sign clients that I know that I shouldn't have climbed. In the beginning, it was like, I'll take anybody's money who wants to pay me. That's just the truth. In the beginning, it's like anybody who wants to work with me, I will take you. Like long term, like anybody. Now you can get a feeling. It's like when you're dating someone, you can get a feeling of like, this ain't it. Trust yourself. Coaches that I've met, and they're like, oh, you can work with me. And I'm like, this ain't it. Or when I signed my business coach, I had a burning desire in my gut, like, you need to work with her. She's going to help you. Like, you should work with her. I didn't have no $6,000 to pay her. I scraped up that first $1,000 and was like, I'll figure it out. But I know that what she's going to do is going to help me. I paid that first $1,000. What I learned from the event that I was at with her, I turned around and I had like a $3,000 Black Friday. So I made my money back and then some. I made my $1,000 back. I had $1,000 for the next month and I had an extra $1,000. And that was after a 3-day live event. And I was like, oh my gosh, if I can learn that from 3 days, imagine what the next 6 months are going to look like. And I was such a star student at the end of those 6 months. She hired me to coach her people, and I was not a business coach. So that was just like the beginning of my destiny, the beginning of my greatness really showing up and showing out. So trust your gut. Trust yourself to make decisions. That's something I journal a lot about, and asking the good Lord to be like, okay, allow me to stand 10 toes down with the decisions that I made and trust that I made the best decision with the information I had at the time. And that was the best decision for me. Trust your gut. Trust yourself to make decisions in your business. If you want to pivot, make the pivot. I trusted my gut when it was like, I've run my course with couponing being my main focus. I am made for something bigger and better. And if I'm being 100% honest, I've been looking at the state of the couponing world. It's slim pickings out here. A big creator the other day was like, we can't go to Target. We can't go to Walmart. The coupons look terrible. The deals are bad. Like, what do y'all want me to post? Not saying that I couldn't make it work through this, but I realized that I was called to do something bigger and better. I was called to help women at a deeper level. I was called to help women make more money because nothing bad happens when women make more money. So I was like, you know what? It's time to pivot. I'm scared. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to do it anyway. I trusted my gut when my gut was like, it's time to make a change. Ooh, we only need one more subscriber. Thank y'all so much. I'm super happy. I need one more subscriber to meet my goal for today. But I was like, okay, if this didn't work out, you know what I would have did? Went right back to posting couponing content. I would have been right back at CVS every single week. Yup. It would have worked. I would have been selling the Money Saving Academy or a new version of it. I would have came up with a new money saving budgeting coaching offer. I probably would have dig deeper into budgeting. But it's going well because this is where I'm supposed to be. I feel like I'm in the most alignment that I've been in a very long time. I'm going to say something to y'all, and if it frustrates you, I understand because it was like this for me for the first 2 years. My business feels easy. I don't feel tussling within myself. It feels easy. It's flowing off my tongue. I'm selling offers that I love. And my updated content consistency and cash coaching that's coming out, well, it'll be available on March 1st. I'll start talking about it a little bit after. This is probably the best one-on-one coaching offer that I've offered. I've offered a version of it before, but this one-on-one coaching offer is the best coaching offer for my clients. It's the right length of time. It's the right amount of coaching calls with the unlimited Voxer access, and it's really going to help my clients at a deeper level. I just signed a client last week at this new level, and I'm so excited to work with her because she's my ideal client. I am attracting my dream clients. I am working with women who are starting businesses and growing businesses, and oh my God, it just feels so good. So good. So trust your gut. Trust yourself to make decisions. Believe that you can. My business coach said to me in the beginning, like, it gets to be easy, and I wanted to punch her in the face. I was like, yeah, you're a millionaire. Of course it's easy. But now I realize what she was saying. It gets to be easy. Business is still hard. Don't think for 1 second that I'm saying that business isn't hard, because it's hard. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do next to being someone's mother. Hey, Dr. Michelle, thank you so much for joining. And Leah, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I really, really, really appreciate it. Yay, we got our 4 new subscribers. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for those gifts. I appreciate y'all so much. Like, it's just a breath of fresh air because I trust myself at a deep level. I believe in myself at a deep level. I believe in my clients. I'm attracting the best clients. I'm in the highest aligned version of myself. I'm not selling things for cheap when at this point I have 7 years of coaching experience. I've coached, including women that I've coached in my coaches program. I probably coached close to 100 women with businesses. I've definitely coached over 30 women on starting a business from scratch, like taking the idea from their brain and turning it into the business. I've coached hundreds of women on how to coupon, on how to budget, on how to save money. I've been coaching for 7 years. It's time for me to get paid for my experience. When you work with me for 90 minutes and you leave with a 30-day strategy session, you're not paying for the 90 minutes. You're paying for my 7 years of experience to help you create a 30-day content strategy in 90 minutes. Like, that's what you're paying for. So I'm in the most aligned version of myself. So I need you to get to that version with yourself of trusting your gut, trusting yourself to make decisions in your business based on your experience. I do not recommend starting a business with something that's brand new to you. For example, you never made shea butter before, but you're going to make shea butter on Monday and sell it on Friday. I don't think that's the best way to do it. Most people had been making the shea butter for themselves for years. And then someone said, oh, you should sell this. If you just started baking cupcakes yesterday, I do not suggest you start a business baking cupcakes. You just started yesterday. Start a business doing something that you know, something that you understand, something that you are low-key an expert in. Okay. Now I'm going off the beaten path. Point being, trust your gut and trust yourself to make decisions. That is lesson number 6, which brings me to lesson number 7. Hire a coach. I already pitched myself a little bit, but now we're going to dig a little bit deeper. And if I'm not the coach that you want to work with, no hard feelings, because everything's not for everybody. I be cussing and some people don't like that. And that's fine. But I be cussing. I'm very educated. Your girl got a bachelor's, I got a master's, all the things. Okay. All the things. But I be cussing and I like it. And that's the most authentic version of me. So that's how I'm gonna show up to y'all. But hire a coach. Not get another ebook. I realized I didn't talk all my lip gloss off, but let me take a drink of my Powerade, put more lip gloss on, and dig into hiring a coach. Okay. And the difference between hiring a coach and getting an ebook or getting a course, they're not going to get you together the same way a good coach will get you together. Hey, Muna, I know I need to respond to you. I looked at the Google Doc and I haven't responded. Before I go to bed, promise I will respond. I went through it, but I need to go through it again and give you more feedback. I apologize. I've been editing content and working my little butt off today, but I got you. You're on my to-do list. Let me write another note here. Muna feedback. Okay. Let me put my lip gloss on. Let's talk about why you need to hire a coach, not buy another course, not buy an ebook. Okay. Not buy one of them goddamn digital bundles. I'm going to make a TikTok about it. And watch that be the TikTok that go viral. Yo, I got marker. I done color on myself with a green marker. Like I was writing with a green marker today, and I low-key got. I was like, "What is that?" I didn't got a marker. One thing about me, I need lip gloss for my lives. I don't need makeup on. I have a filter on my face right now on TikTok and Instagram. But baby, I need lip gloss because I do not do dusty and crusty lips. Okay. Lesson number 7: hire a coach. I learned this lesson the hard way. So I hired my business coach after I was full-time for 3 years. 3 months. So let me tell you, I started my business August 19th, 2018, Jesus. August 2018, I started my business. I had did a coaching program in 2017 based on my old business of recruiting nurses. I had a coach for that, but I didn't apply it to my new version of business. And it was a group coaching program on how to get ready to be full-time in your business. So I started my business, Krista Maximizer, August of 2018. I didn't hire my business coach until November of 2019. I got fired from my 9-to-5 on my 1-year YouTube anniversary. So August 19th, 2019, I got fired. I tried to run my business, or I did. Beginner's luck. I figured out something for 3 months. My business coach, I was following her on Instagram, and she was doing an event in my city, like literally down the street. So I paid for a hotel so I wouldn't be at home, paid for my dad to come watch my daughter, and I went to her in-person event. Changed my life. I had gone to other events before, okay? But going to those events, I didn't get individually coached. She brought us up on the stage. She coached the hell out of me. I was like, no one's ever asked me these kind of questions. No one's ever forced me to think at this high level. I was low-key mesmerized. What I learned from her, from that 3-day event that I paid $500 for, plus the hotel was probably another $200, plus my dad, probably like $1,000 all in just to do the event. What I learned, I made $3,000 2 weeks later from what she told me to do from that event. When I went to that event, I was selling a $5 membership, and she was like, raise your prices. And I was like, huh? She's like, how long have you been couponing? I was like, almost 12 years. And she's like, you're charging these people $5. She's like, you need to raise your prices. And I was like, well, my system. And then she was like, you need to offer yearly options. And I was like, the system doesn't allow it. And she looked at me with a straight face and was like, well, get a new system. I about screamed. I was like, she want me to do all this work to change the system? Like, it's not that easy. But she literally straight face. pick a new system, pick a new payment processor. And I was like, what the fuck? I went home. I did everything she said. I made $3,000. While I was at that event, on the second day, she showed us her coaching. She had a mastermind that was like $15,000, hell to the no. And she had a 6-month accelerator. Regular price, $7,500. On sale at the event for $6,000. 6 payments of $1,000. And I was like, my rent in 2019 was $1,034. And I was like, God forgive me. This white woman want me to pay her $1,000 a month? The only thing I paid $1,000 for was my rent, car down payment, and college tuition. But there was something in my soul like, she can help me. I need to work with her. Like, I need to work with her, like this burning desire. I scraped up that $1,000, was about to poop my pants, didn't tell nobody that I paid her $1,000. I know I didn't have business friends. So I knew my friends and my mother would be like, girl, is you crazy? 2 weeks later, I made $3,000 and I listened to everything that she said. I was grunting. I was annoyed. It took me time. I did everything she said and I made $3,000. My income doubled every year the first 3 years I worked with her. And I had my first 6-figure year in 2022. Now, I stopped working with her. I haven't worked with her since the end of 2023. So in 2024, I didn't have a coach. My plan for this year, there's a coach that I really want to work with. So my plan for this year is to get into another coaching program. But I have my biz bestie now, and she be coaching the life out of me. So shout out to Dee because she be coaching me. But I was coached so well for 5 years. Like, the coaching that I got from her was insane. I'm saying all this to say, when you work with someone who's done what you've wanted to do, who understands business at the level that you want to get to in a better way than you even understand, they can help you get the results that you desire faster. Would I had eventually made 6 figures? Yes, but I do not think, I know I would not have been able to make it as quickly without the support of a woman looking at my business, giving me constructive criticism and supporting me while my mind was catching up to the actions that she was telling me to take. Because it's a mindset shift, like learning mindset from her, like I talked about in number 2. I had to shift my brain to think like, if I want my business to go, I gotta try what she's saying. She's made $1 million, multiple $1 million online. Like, if I want my business to grow, I have to listen. So even if it's painful, even if it's scary, even if it doesn't make sense, I'll at least try it once. There's some things I tried that didn't work. So I didn't do them, but I tried. I took her advice. 90% of her advice, it worked. I'm still living from the coaching that she coached me. She was coaching me before my years. She was coaching baby Crystal that was not ready. Like, if I was in her program today, I'd probably be crushing it even more. But baby Crystal needed that so that this Crystal can run. Like, now I haven't had a coach, but I got my biz bestie, so I got a coach, an unofficial coach. But what she saw in me, I didn't see in myself. She asked me to coach her people after being in her program for 6 months. I wasn't an official business coach. I was just helping my clients along. And I coached her. Her people were making more money than me. I'm coaching people that are making more money than me, and they loved me. When you work with a coach, it's better than an ebook. When you read an ebook, you can't ask it questions. When you read an ebook, unless the ebook is about how to make a candle business, you can't get specifics on your business from that ebook. You can't get specifics on your business from that course. You can read it, you can watch the videos, but when you have a question, what do? When you have a mindset spiral, who do you go to? When you are unsure about your next step, or you know what you want to do, but you want to talk it out with someone who's gone through this before, you can't talk it out in an ebook. You can't talk it out in a course. So I don't care where you are in business. I think investing in one-on-one coaching, the first thing you should do if you get a coach, even more than a group program, even if you can only do a one-time session, have somebody look at your business, have somebody speak life into you, have somebody see a version of you that you can't see for yourself. That's what coaching gave me confidence, helped me work on my belief, shifted my mindset. Okay. If you find a coach that you like, stick with them. I have one of my one-on-one coaching clients. She has been my client since 2021. It is 2025. She started with a 6-month package and asked me if she could resign. Now we just go every month. One of my favorite clients, my longest standing one-on-one business client. She is a teacher. She is crushing it. And I love working with her. She is an ideal client. If I could clone her 20 times, I'd make 6 figures and I'd have the most amazing clients. But all the clients that I have right now are absolutely amazing. All of my clients, every single one of them, are my ideal clients, the exact women that I want to work with. I have one client who's starting a business from scratch. I love helping women start a business from scratch because they get to see themselves and they get to see their business in a different light. They get to see the power in themselves. They don't always view it at that. And she's doing a business that I don't even think that she was really thinking about when we first started because we're really digging deep. And she said, I've spent $500 on digital bundle. Ask me how many times I've actually gone through it. Right. Same thing with the courses and the ebooks. You don't go through it. But when you have a coaching call with me, you are showing up. You're putting face to camera. You're not about to waste $3,000 and not show up to these calls. I will call you on your regular number. Why are you not on this coaching? I will call you. Don't have an iPhone. I will FaceTime you. Why are you not on the call? Get on Zoom right now. Like, you're not about to run from that. Only serious people are signing up for one-on-one coaching. Get the coach. Hire the coach. If I'm not her, go find her, go find him. Find someone you feel comfortable with. Find someone who creates in a way that you admire and that you enjoy. Okay? Create someone that you see that can guide you to the place where you want to go. You make me think of things the way I never did. Exactly. Coaches pull the greatness out of you. You can't get that from a course. You can't get that from an ebook. So if you want to work with me, if you want to get your content together for the next 30 days so that you can make consistent sales, if you have an idea in your brain and you want to turn it into a business and you don't know how, start with my 90-minute strategy session. 90 minutes. That's it. That's all. You'll leave with a Google Doc of your 30 days of content or a Google Doc with your business, your offer, your product, the problem that you're solving, and how you can start creating content for it. You will leave with that Google Doc and you will leave with the recording of your session. My 90-minute strategy session is only $249 until March 1st. March 1st, that price is going up. But you have until Friday, February 28th to get your strategy session for $249. That's it. There are payment plans available. Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm. You want to break it up into 12 payments, you can. And if you want to work with me long-term and you want more help and more support, right now until February 28th, you can work with me for 6 months for only $1,500. That's it. That's all. You can go to my website, KristaMaximizer.com, click on work with me, see the options, book a sales call if you want to talk to me before you want to book long-term. But if you're sitting there and you're like, I need help, I need the next best step, I need to figure out my direction, just book the strategy session. $249. We'll talk for 90 minutes. I'll get you all the way together and you'll be ready to create your content and make your sales. But hire the coach. And again, if it's not me, go find the coach for you. But if you're feeling stuck, you can only get yourself so far without coaching, without support, without encouragement. You need help. So go hire the coach. So from hiring my business coach, I've hired multiple coaches since then. I've gone to multiple in-person events. I've done one-on-one coaching with other coaches. I joined a couple group programs with other coaches. I have been well coached. Thus, I took a little coaching break because when I say that, I wasn't even showing up in my business. So I'm like, I'm not about to pay or invest myself into coaching when I was in a deep state of depression. Like I could not work. So now I'm getting my mojo back. I feel back. But for the end of this year, I'm going to be in another coaching program. I have a coach that I really want to work with. So my goal is to be in another coaching program by the end of this year. But like I said, I was coached so well for them 5 years. I have tools, strategies, notes that I can pull out. And then I have my biz bestie, shout out to her, who is a consultant and a coach already. And we help and coach and support each other every single week. So I am still being coached by a Black woman. Just, it's not like an official coaching program. But that's business lesson number 7. Invest in yourself and hire the coach. Don't buy a bundle. Don't buy an ebook. Save up the money that you were going to buy a bundle or an ebook and find a coach. Even if it's a 60-minute session, a 90-minute session, a 6-week program, a 4-week program, something where you had the opportunity to communicate on Zoom, camera on, with a human being that can give you true and honest feedback to help you get to the next level. That is what you need. Okay. Number 7. Oh, y'all, I'm yapping. We almost at 90 minutes. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? I have 3 more lessons that I'm going to share with you, but does anybody have any questions? If you have questions about business lessons to help you grow your business or anything I'm talking about, my coaching, anything, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. If you're watching on TikTok and you're not on my email list, fill out this form, name, email, phone number. It's free. You get on my email list. You get the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll get notified when I go live. You'll get notified when I post a new YouTube video, and you will get notified about my new coaching offers that drop effective March 1st, because all of my pricing is what? Going up on March 1st. Okay. Let's get through these last 3 lessons. I would love to answer y'all's questions. So please drop your questions in the comments. Do not be shy. I answer any and all questions as they relate to starting a business, growing a business, using content, creating content for your business, making sales on social media. Let me know in the comments. I would love to start answering some of y'all's questions. But let's go to our next 3 lessons that will help you grow your business. Okay. Next lesson. Ooh, this is a deep one. And it's hard for some people to hear this one. Do not expect your family and your close friends to support your business. Do not expect it. Don't expect them to buy from you. Don't expect them to watch your videos. Don't expect them to share your videos. Hey, Shakira, thank you so much for that rose. I appreciate that. Do not expect them. If they do, consider yourself blessed. Like my mother is my only relative that's ever paid for my coaching. I gave her a discount, but when she paid attention. I've been coaching my mother for free for years. When she paid, she showed up. When she paid, she was making her Instagram reels and she was getting clients. When she paid, she was on it. Okay. She was getting more clients than she gotten in years when she paid and she showed up and she did the work. I had a few people who would share some of my videos. But no one in my family, minus my sister. Like my sister, we support each other for everything. My sister got a YouTube channel, a TikTok. Like that's my girl. Excluding my sister and my mom, do not expect your friends and family to support you. When you're starting your social media, don't even expect them to follow you. Like if they're not your ideal client, if they're not the people that are going to buy from you, I don't want them following me. Now, I do have a lot of them following me on a lot of my friends and family do follow me, but they not sharing, they not buying anything, they not sending me clients. My mother will send me clients. My sister has sent me clients. But like no one's following me. Okay? Like don't expect I'm saying this with so much love. You have to find your business friends. So I'm going to put these 2 together. Don't expect your close friends and family to support you. You have to find a business community. Okay. I'm going to give y'all a snippet on how I found my biz bestie. From the time I started going to in-person events, I wanted a business bestie. From the time I started my business, from the time I started my first business in 2017, I wanted a business bestie. When I went to my events in 2019 was a big year for me. Big year. I went to so many events and I had seen so many examples of women with business bestie friendships. I was searching high and low for it, but I guess when I was searching for it, I didn't find it. I couldn't find anyone that I connected with where we were just like locked in until the end of 2020. I was following this woman, this coach, or is she a coach or consultant? I don't know what she calls herself. She's like a motivation. And she's a Black woman. I love the way she was talking. I love the way she was motivating. And she had a low cost, like kind of membership program. And I was like, let me join this program because I really love her energy on Instagram. So I joined her program at the beginning of 2021. And In her program, the things that she was teaching, because I told her I was really well coached. The things that she was teaching, I didn't necessarily need. The motivation, yes. The way she got me together motivation wise, absolutely. But for everything else she was coaching in the program, I was like, you know what? I don't really need it. So I didn't stay long in the program. While I was in the program, I had this idea because I wanted a biz bestie. And I wasn't even thinking about a biz bestie, but I wanted to be around Black women. Now, my business coach that I hired was a white woman. The majority of women in her program, white women. I had this desire to be around Black women in business. So I said, I'm going to start a free Black Girl Magic coaching mastermind where a few Black coaches that I've been following on Instagram, I'm going to invite them to this mastermind. We can meet once a week, every other week to just talk about businesses and support each other. So I started inviting people. While I was in this coaching program, there was a woman who stood out to me. She lived in Baltimore, which is my hometown. And in 2021, I was living in Baltimore. And I just, something about her energy. And her business was called Pink Leaf. And I was like, oh, you know, I love pink. So she had spoke one time and I was like, I really like her energy. So I invited her. I invited another woman in the program, and I invited 3 other women that I had been following on Instagram that were Black women, like coaches. Everybody said yes to the mastermind. The first call, everybody showed up. It was so much fun. So much fun. Like my heart, I was like, the Black Girl Magic Mastermind. Like we had a Slack channel. Like, I loved it. Okay. The second call, only me and 2 other people showed up. By the third call, it was me and my future biz bestie. And she was like, well, maybe we can just meet once a week and just chat. And I was just like, okay. No hard feelings to the other people. It was just me and her. That was in early 2021. We've talked every single week since the beginning of 2021. We have evolved from biz besties into friends. And it warms my heart because she's a little bit maturer than me. And I tend to always make friends with people who are more mature than me. And always joke with her because her daughter and my sister are like a year apart in age. And I'm 4 years older than my sister. So we be like millennial and out with her. Anywho, I found my biz bestie. And we talk every single week. We be in Voxer now. We used to do a call every Monday, and then I got too busy. But now we talk in Voxer, and we'll do like 5 and 6 minute Voxer messages. And it just feels so amazing to be seen by another Black woman, to be supported by another Black woman, to support another Black woman. And like, I'm about to be in Baltimore for a few weeks for business, not a few, for 10 weeks for my second side hustle. I'm going to be there working with my sorority sister who has a really nice, a really big product-based business. So I'm going to be on the road traveling with her. So anywho, I'll be in Baltimore. And she was like, are we going to be meeting? And I was like, yes. Like, what about Friday? Are we going to the Starbucks on Friday? So we might even be meeting up on Friday. But point being, I had to join that coaching program to find my biz bestie. I am an anomaly in the sense of like my sister supports me in my business. She don't be buying nothing, but like mental load and understanding, she gets it. She's also a content creator, so she gets it. My mother may not understand everything, but if I need something from her, she's there to support me. And like I said, she's paid for my coaching. So not only can she support me because I'm her daughter, she can support me because I was her coach. And I still be coaching her now. She needs something. You know what I mean? But like, she knows how I can help somebody with their business, like on a deeper level. And she paid. I was like, I'm going to give you a deep discount, but you're going to pay. Because when you pay, you're going to pay attention. If I would have gave it to her for free, she wouldn't have showed up. But to have my biz bestie who understands me and I understand her and we understand our businesses. I seen a TikTok today and I sent it to her. Because I was like, this is cute. And it had nothing to do about business. It had everything to do about life because we've evolved over the years that we don't just talk about business. We talk about life and family. And I absolutely love it. I love her. I'm so grateful that I found her. But I joined a coaching program with a coach with live interactions where the coach gave us individual feedback when we asked our questions. That's how I found my biz bestie. You're not going to find your biz bestie being at home alone. You're not going to find your biz bestie just by posting content. You got to engage with people. Go to in-person events. Join the coaching programs. you will find your biz bestie. So do not expect your friends and family to be it. 9 times out of 10, they are not it. Okay? They are not going to be the ones that are supporting you. It's going to be strangers on the internet. My best clients, strangers on the internet. Strangers. Okay? So don't expect your friends and family to support you. Number 9. I told you I'd be cussing. Number 9 is be authentically you. Don't you dare try to be anybody else. Don't you dare try to make content like anybody else, show up like anybody else. And most importantly, do not compare yourself to anyone. You are only allowed to compare yourself to past versions of yourself. I can compare 2025 Crystal to 2024 Crystal to 2022 Crystal to 2020 Crystal and to high school Crystal and to college Crystal. Does this make sense? Yes or no? If you compare yourself to me, I'm on year 7. Maybe you've only had your business for 2 years. That's an unfair comparison. If I compare myself, who's in year 7, to a business owner that's on year 10 or year 15, that's an unfair comparison. I'm doing myself a disservice. But if I can look at 2025 Crystal and see what 2024 Crystal did, and 2023 Crystal, I can see my growth. Even if it's a small growth, I can see my growth. If you ain't growing, you need to go to therapy. If you're not growing in life, and you need to go to therapy and get yourself checked out and figure out what's going on that you are not growing in life. Why are you so stagnant? What's holding you back, right? Be yourself. You set your own trends. Don't be up in everybody's trends. I am not the trendy coach. I'm not about to tell you to hop on a trend unless it's relevant to your industry and your product. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to create content like anybody else. Don't copy anybody else. And do not compare yourself to someone else. You could be on day 1,000. They could be on day 10,000. You could be on day 1,000. They could be on day 50. No one is an overnight success. It takes time. You may see it as an overnight success, but it takes time. Sometimes people blowing up on TikTok gives you a false sense of like, it could happen to me tomorrow. But even if you look at somebody like Keith Lee, he posted for a while before he became Keith Lee. He was boxing for years. He had discipline of doing something consistently for years before he became Keith Lee that we know. Do not compare yourself to anyone else but past versions of yourself. Be yourself in every opportunity. I'm a cuss. I'm going to say what's on my mind. I'm definitely going to say the unpopular things like don't buy those bundles. Selling a bundle, that ain't a real business. What problem are you solving? Those bundles are the new MLMs. They are. Buy this bundle for $500 and then sell it for $500 and you make $500 every time you sell it. Is anybody using the bundle or is everybody just selling a bundle to sell it? Buy these leggings, okay? And your upline person makes money when you buy leggings, regardless of if you sell the leggings. When you buy the leggings, that's the bundle is the new MLM. I absolutely hate them. The PLR, the MRR, I hate them so much. Solve a problem, create a product or service to solve the problem. That's how you want to grow a business. Sell your own shit. Like, ugh. Anywho, be authentically you. Don't be anybody else. Don't compare yourself. Last, but certainly not least, one of the most important lessons I learned. Now, I'm about to end, so drop your questions. Drop your questions in the comments if you have questions. Last, but certainly not least, make your business a priority and manage your time. Manage your time. If your business is not a priority, you won't make progress. If your business is not important to you, you won't make time for it. If you treat it like a back burner hobby, you're going to make back burner hobby money. If your business is not important to you, you won't find time for it because it's not that important. Everything else will come before it. Make your business a priority. I had a client that I really liked working with, and she came to me And she was like, I want to do this and this and this and this. But she didn't make time for it. I haven't worked with her in a few months. But it's like I understand life and I understand a lot is going on. But if you want to be consistent on social media, if you want to show up on social media, if you want to get sales from social media, you have to make time to be consistent. So you have to make time to run your business and you have to make time to market your business. And if you want to do that organically without spending a crap ton of money on ads or paying influencers, you have to make time for it. You got to make time for it. It has to be important. Anything that's important, you will make time for. If it's not important, you're not going to make time for it. And it'll be on the back burner. And sometimes you have to be real with yourself and be like, you know what? Did I bring my trash can back up here? I did not. You have to be real with yourself. You know what? I don't have the time for my business right now. I'm not doing it. That was me in 2024. I only made time for my clients that paid me. In those 2.5, 3 months that I took off, I made time for the clients that were paying me. I didn't have time to create content. I didn't have the mental capacity to think up ideas. I didn't have the mental capacity to show up live. I was struggling and I was depressed and I couldn't. So I stepped back. That's why I wasn't in a coaching program. That's why my results make sense. And I signed a few people on accident, but it was from my consistent content. But it wasn't flowing like it's flowing now because I wasn't showing up. I did not have the capacity. So if you're in a place where you don't have the capacity, that's okay. Take a step back, recalibrate. But if you're in the energy that I'm in the high energy right now of I'm getting everything that I want in my business. I know the amount of clients I need to work with for the year. I know the amount of sales I need to make to hit my money goal. I know what I need to do. I know how I need to show up. It is go time. Come hell or high water, I'm getting what I want. 2025 is the year I get what I want. No questions asked. Nothing can deter me from what I want with my business this year. I got big goals. I told my sister that 2025 is like 2021 for me. The beginning of the year was a little slow, but by the end of 2021, I was signing a $30,000 brand deal. Okay. I moved. That is the cadence for 2025. I'm going to move. I'm getting a new car. I'm going to make close to 6 figures this year. I don't see how all of this is going to happen right now, but I know this shit is going to happen. Why? I am committed to showing up consistently every single day. I'm committing to serving and building my audience and encouraging them and letting them know that I have a solution to their content and their sales problem. And most importantly, I'm going to serve the hell out of my clients. I'm going to show up big for my clients. I'm going to help them get more of what they want. If I do these 3 things, I'll get more than what I want. I'm probably going to make more money. I'm going to have more clients. I'm going to get more sales. My platforms are going to grow because I am going to show up strong no matter what. My business is a priority and it's important to me. I'm going to make time for it every single week. Now, does not mean every single day I'm working on my business or doing something, but every single week I want to work 20 to 25 hours in my business. That's more than enough to make it grow. So maybe 2 or 3 days I'm not doing nothing, but those other 4 days I'm going hard. Or some weeks I work 2 to 3 hours every single day and I get my 20 hours. Some weeks, like today, I'm clocking in 8 hours today. And I took hella breaks today, but I'm clocking in 8 hours. Okay? Tomorrow I'll probably clock in 8 hours too. But your girl got to pack because my flight is on Wednesday. And I have not packed. Okay? So I think I'm going to go and work on my laundry. But I'm saying all this to say, make your business a priority and make time for it. So those are 10 lessons that will help your business grow. What questions do you have? If you don't have questions, can you let me know in the comments, was this helpful? Yes or no? Was this helpful? And what questions do you have? If you want to work with me, go book a strategy session. 90 minutes. I will help you come up with 30 days of content, 30 days of sales strategy, your live strategy. You will leave with a Google Doc with your 30 days of content ideas, the stories that you're going to tell, how you're going to sell your products, and your lives. You're going to leave with all of that from the 90-day strategy session, 90-minute strategy session. It's $249 and payment plans are available. So you can go to KristaMaximizer.com, click on work with me to grab your session. Do we have any questions or was this helpful? If you don't have questions, can you let me know if this was helpful? I have talked a whole lot today. Almost a 2-hour live. Almost 2 hours. And people were watching the whole time. So I'm very excited. Do you have any questions or was this helpful? Or what questions do you have? And was this helpful? Also, I want to thank everyone who subscribed to the YouTube channel. We hit 825 subscribers. We are so close to 1,000. I'm so excited. So my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by June. I think we're going to hit it a little bit sooner. I posted a video on Saturday that's getting some traction today. So I got like 10 new subscribers from that video. Oh, that video got even more views, like 40 more views since I've been on live, which is absolutely crazy. So I'm happy that video is getting traction. I also posted my day in the life video for today. So if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go watch my shorts. I think I have like 6 day in the life videos, and those are also doing well on my channel. So I'm just, listen, I asked myself this year, how can I show up? How can I create more content? How can I serve my audience? And I think giving you all the behind the scenes of like what my life looks like, what do I do with my 2 side hustles? What do I do in my business? I'm very excited to share that with y'all. So I want to thank you so much for joining me for this live. I will be live again tomorrow around the same time. I do have coaching calls tomorrow, but I will be live probably around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So thank y'all so much for joining. If you do have any questions after this live, feel free to slide in my DMs on TikTok or Instagram. But have a good rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, wait. Let me record for my vlog. Bye, Instagram. I should have said all that on here, so let me just record. So I went live. Oh, wait, it's not recording. So I went live on TikTok. I went live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, but I'm using that phone right now to show my live. So I go live on all of my platforms all at once. But yeah, this is my live. Boy. I don't know if I'm going to end my vlog here or if I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to end my live here, if I'm going to take it downstairs and pack a little, because I need to pack and I don't feel like packing. So I think I'm going to put my laundry away. Or do I wake up and just do it tomorrow? Because I don't feel like doing it right now. I worked really hard today. When I say I worked really hard, your girl worked hard today. My butt hurts from sitting in this dang chair all day. But I got to pack and do everything tomorrow. And I know I'm going to regret it. But I'm going to probably do it as soon as I wake up, pack. So I think I'm going to go and make my packing list. Because that's what needs to happen. I need to finish my packing list because I started it. And then pack my stuff. But I've packed for this kind of trip before, so I know what it's going to be like. Yeah, so does anybody have any questions before I go on TikTok or on YouTube? I'm posting my replay to Instagram right now. And I edited 4 shorts today. 4 is a lot. I have to do one thing for my client and then to the bed I go. Okay, well, I don't see any more questions. Y'all have a good night and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.